while. So this
Absolutely.
three chefs were all about hitting the world, and you are a lover of Asian food.
I love
You
that,
love Chinese
especially
food.
dumplings. You know, in Italy, northern Italy, where I come from, I mean, tortellini filled with meat and all that is a staple, is something very highly praised and used for special occasions.
Yeah.
So imagine when I came to Canada and I started learning about other cultures like China, for instance, where they have the dumpling festivals and they have all of these amazing dumplings. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
How can you go wrong? I mean, you can't stop eating.
I know.
You
no,
can't stop eating.
They're the perfect food.
Exactly.
So anything wrapped in a carb is good to me.
Exactly.
So we're going to make them a couple of ways. You can make them with dough.
You can make your own dough, which is very,
dough.
very simple, okay? And there is several recipes on the internet you can look up for, but I mean, very similar to making pasta, okay? It is pasta after all. It's just starch, flour, white flour in this case, and we have water. And many recipes call for warm water or boiled water for some reason. I don't know why. I haven't figured it out, but you know, I don't have a Chinese grandmother that can actually teach me.
Okay.
So in this case, well, I know a bit about pasta, but not about this kind of noodle. So you mix it in. Normally with chopsticks works very well.
Yep.
And you add enough water to make a beautiful dough. And that doesn't take very long at all. I mean, the point of any dough, and if you remember when the segment that we made pasta with, we have to knead the dough. The dough needs to be worked.
Yeah.
You have to stretch it so that it becomes elastic.
This is where I get hypnotized.
Exactly. That's what you have to do.
There's just something about eating a dough. So we're doing, well, you're doing a dough. There's an easier way to do it. Randy and Rebecca are down there doing their dumplings with wonton. Wonton wrap.
The advantaged team over there making dumplings.
It's a little easier.
Went to the supermarket and bought pre-made dumpling wrappers, which are coming in many different shapes and sizes. Yes, of course, and a lot easier than doing what Jason is doing.
That's true. They're all going to be the exact same size.
Those ones are available in most supermarkets right now. You can find them everywhere. Right. I mean,
so you've got options.
Right. And you don't need to go to Chinatown and try to read and understand labels when you can go to your local supermarket as well and find all of the ingredients for this kind of dumplings. Now, I have made the classic shrimp and pork. Okay, it's got Chinese chives in it. You can do a combination of regular chives, regular green onions, and garlic, and you mix it together with just a little bit of ginger and soy sauce and what is it? The sesame oil, salt and pepper, and boom, you're ready to go. I mean, absolutely fantastic. Don't buy lean pork for it unless you really have to, because the quality at the end will be very different. Okay, you need them to be nice and juicy.
So it'll be a little dry if you go lean.
Right. Let me start up this.
Did I ruin it?
No, you didn't ruin it.
Okay.
I mean, hopefully they're cooked, but well, apparently the fan over there does a number on the system. In any case,
what's this one?
This one here is, you know, the most popular Chinese dumpling is the Jian Bao. Am I saying it right? The Chinese dumpling with soup inside. Okay.
Good for you.
So I said I'm looking at, and I have in a restaurant I have these white veal ragu for my pappardelle, and I said, well, you know what? If I add a little bit of gelatin aspic, which I have because I boil down chicken feet and so on, I mean, I can make my own Asian style but Italian flavored
You always got to make it Italian, huh?
You know what?
You got to make it Italian.
We learned a lot from our masters. You know, this stuff here is fantastic. Are you kidding me? This is amazing. And then I have spinach and ricotta with greens in it and what do you call it, Swiss chard and a little bit of kale and lots of green onions, and so I'm gonna do that way as well. Okay. Along with the same thing with the beautiful vegetarian dumpling. So we have two vegetarian. One is completely vegetarian vegan. The other one is with cheese. Then we have the meat lover, and then we have the meat and seafood lover. Meat.
What's in that one? What's in the vegan
in this one here, in the vegan, there is Chinese chives, which are garlicky tasting. They're flat. You can buy them in Asian supermarkets, which is fantastic. You have to soak them in salt, just like the salmon before. Just a couple of hours, and then rinse them out and really wash them very well. Rinse out all the salt, and then you do firm tofu, mushrooms, all chopped up very fine, and the bean noodle.
Oh, that's
the
what that
vermicelli,
is.
The bean vermicelli.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And
that's a good option.
And a scrambled egg, so it's not really vegan.
Okay.
But if you take away the scrambled egg, it is. I mean, I don't know. It's, that's how it goes. I don't know.
He's so close.
Oh my God, I'm so close. I know. Anyway, when you have the dough, you roll it out like a gnocchi, like a little dumpling like that.
Yeah.
And then you cut it. And then when you have a beautiful round.
Is that what Jason's doing over there?
That's what Jason is attempting to do.
That's good.
Sorry, did I say attempting? I don't know why I added that adjective.
But no, you're doing really well over there.
I go to eat at a place here in Chinatown that does dumplings, and there is 3 ladies over there that just roll out dumplings. I made a bow tie, so just it's not too bad, right? I mean, but these ladies are fantastic. I mean, and they roll out these beautiful dumplings. I mean, like that, like this, and they keep going. And you know what? You order a dumpling plate that is like 12 of them. You order 4 plates, and all of a sudden they're making them for you, and they're right there.
They're right there, and they're so perfectly done. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can steam them.
You can steam them, just like these ones.
Oh, that looks
Put
good.
them on a plate.
Yeah.
Give a little bit of ginger, and I like green onions.
Yes.
And then I like the vinegar. The vinegar, to me, is the way to go for these ones.
Okay.
Just pour the vinegar in, let it steep, and then you just drag your dumplings in it, and you eat them.
Can you also deep fry it?
You can boil them, and you can deep fry them. You can pan fry them just like well, the pot stickers. That's what they are. You can pan fry them in a little bit of oil. You put in the dumplings just like that, and then you just sprinkle it with a little bit of water. You steam them.
Okay.
Cover, you steam it, and then you will have a nice crusty bottom and a beautifully steamed
That's
dumpling.
the only one that doesn't look like the rest.
I made this.
Oh, I mean, that looks amazing.
That was good.
I mean, no, it's so good.
Now, there you go.
Okay, so since we're celebrating Chinese New Year, Rebecca's going to tell us the right way to say it. How can we say Happy New Year? Happy Chinese New Year.
Happy New Year by saying San Lin Fai Lok.
San Lin Fai Lok.
Yes, that's not bad.
San Lin Fai Lok.